Well, if it isn't an honor to be in your presence. It's about goddamn time we had to catch up. Bring it in, buddy. Shall we go around the back? For the barbecue, obviously. I brought the coal, so we should light it now so we can actually make dinner, or I have a feeling we'll be ordering pizza like the last time we attempted this. Do I care for a beer? I'm not drinking that. It tastes so bad. I have no idea how you can drink this stuff. I brought my pre-made drink so you don't have to worry about little old my. I need something fruity or the taste just puts me off completely. But seriously though, it's been ages since we caught up. What's going on with you? Feels like a lifetime has gone already. Well, it's the same with me. Work is driving me crazy and I'm not being paid enough. Boss refuses to give me a raise and I have next to no hope to get hired somewhere else that would actually pay me more because they would have to ask for a damn reference, which I do not have. Yeah, I'm convinced that adulting is just one big mega scam. So, do you have any exciting news for me? Since, it's been eons since we last saw each other. Well, it's not like it's my fault. I'm always begging and pleading for us to get together. Huh? Oh wait, you're seriously accusing me right now? You know I have to bend over backwards just to get paid? Not like you. You get paid enough money for 3 persons to sit on your ass all day and call yourself tech support. You never make time. Yet you're always online sending me memes 24/7. Not everyone is lucky as you. Some of us have to work hard. Dumb? You're calling me dumb for playing the hand that I've been dealt with? You know full well the reason I had to cancel the last few meetups was because I was literally facing a mental breakdown. You really think hanging out with someone who's been crying for 3 hours straight is gonna be fun? Huh, please, don't make me laugh. Ugh, I swear, all guys are so selfish, always thinking of themselves and never having a damn ounce of empathy for another person. Would it really be that hard for you to consider someone else's feelings for once? Look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean what I said. You look out for me plenty, and I'm really appreciative for it. I didn't expect you to respond like that, but it was stupid bait. I don't know why I come out with such childish things. Sorry, it was my fault for bringing it up. The most important thing is we're here now, together. Please, can we just forget that even happened? I'm just glad to see you again. I worry about us drifting apart now that we're adults. We aren't those snot-nosed little kids in middle school anymore, worrying about the next essay we had to hand in or presentation in front of the class. I remember my mom would always say I'd miss those days. My favorite thing is to remind her that actually, I don't. It's just another part of my life. Just like you are. I think about how our trio became a duo. I miss her. I wish things didn't transpire the way they did. I kind of can't believe you believed me, when it was all coming out. The lies and backstabbing. All for what? Nothing at the end of the day. Ruined friendship over jealousy. God, I am quite the party pooper, aren't I? We picked a good night, didn't we? Clear skies. The stars look extra shiny up there, don't they? I always did like looking up, because then my problems never really looked as big in reality. I remember waking up in the middle of the night and I'd waddle over to my window and open my blinds to see the moon and the stars twinkle. I used to think they were winking at me, as if to say, "Hey, don't worry, little one. Nothing you encounter will ever be too much for you. You got this. We'll always be here if you need us, just twinkling away." I don't mean to be weird when I say this, but do you mind if I sit in your lap? Promise it's nothing romantic. I just kinda want to be held while I look up at the night sky. Thank you. If I'm too heavy, just push my butt off you, alright? I suppose moving out and living on my own means I'm a little touch-starved. You're warm to cozy up to, at least. Dating is honestly too much. I don't even have time for myself, let alone a whole-ass other human being. Except you, I guess. I really am sorry about flaking on you a few times in a row. I don't like talking about it much because it's a bit, well, sensitive for me. I just get in my head sometimes and it's really hard to pull myself back out again. Feels like the whole world is against you and the reality is it's just your brain. A stupid little meat sack. I'll come up there one day and beat him up. Don't think I won't. Always did love the sound of fire too. I think I'll need to get a fire pit like this. I'm jealous. Or, hey, that's an easy birthday present for me. Can't complain about that. The inner pyromaniac in me will thank you. Just, the question is, where would I get wood? I always wondered, is it illegal to go to the side of the road where a broken tree is, chop it up and take it away? Because it's broken, aren't you technically doing a community service? It's just you never really see anyone take them away, but it's free firewood. Whereas at the store, depending on how much you want, it's megabucks. Kindling alone can be $15. Sorry, I'm kinda rambling away. Is there anything you want to talk about? You like when I ramble? It's soothing? No, I wouldn't go as far to say that it's soothing, but I'm glad you enjoy it. You had a long day. You've got your tired eyes on. Normally when I see that look, I break up our little meetup. Think you could survive a bit longer with me? Well, I'm glad you're enjoying your night too. If you're not so fussed for talking and okay with me word vomiting everywhere, then I could point out some of the constellations to you. What? There's a lot about me that you don't know. I like the stories behind their names. I got lots of books as a child to teach me them all. My memory is a little rusty, but I could tell you the ones that I do remember well. I hope. If you ever go on a game show and they ask questions about the stars, don't regurgitate this stuff. Well, you know the zodiac signs are after constellation names, right? But the stories themselves are based after Greek mythology. Aquarius is one of the 12 constellations of the zodiac. Aquarius was first recorded in the 2nd century by a Greek astronomer, Ptolemy, making it one of the oldest documented constellations. It's also one of the biggest that we have. Despite its size, it can be a little difficult to see with the naked eye as there's no particular bright star that stands out. The name Aquarius means cupbearer or water bearer in Latin. In Greek mythology, the constellation represents Ganyamde, a handsome young man who was the object of Zeus's affection. According to the lore, he was brought to Mount Olympus where he served as cupbearer to the gods and was granted eternal youth. As for one that isn't a zodiac, Cassiopeia. The constellation is named after the vain queen in Greek mythology, wife of the king Cephas of Ethiopia. As the legend goes, she boasted that she was more beautiful than the sea nymphs called the Nereids. Her claim angered Poseidon, god of the sea, who sent a giant monster called Cetus to destroy the kingdom. Her daughter, Princess Andromeda, was left bound to a rock as prey for the monster, but she was rescued by Perseus, the hero whom she later married. You've heard of the Big Dipper, right? As the Greek mythos goes, Zeus fell in love with a young nymph named Callisto. Hera, Zeus's wife, was jealous and transformed Callisto into a bear. While she was in animal form, she came across her son Arcus, but he didn't recognize the bear as his mother and tried to shoot her. Zeus intervened and turned Arcus into a bear too. He placed Callisto and her son permanently in the night sky. So now you know about Little Dipper too. Alright, enough star talk before you fall asleep. Look, I really appreciate you. You're kind of my only friend in this big bad world. Not to be weird about it or anything, but I'm just really happy we crossed paths. I sometimes wonder how different my life would be if we hadn't become friends. I think about all the bad that I've been through, then I wonder if I wouldn't appreciate the good just as much if it didn't happen. The world can be cruel, but I suppose it's the little connections and happy moments that make it all worth living. I used to be so worried and embarrassed about being behind. Not moved out, not got a major successful job, I never went to college. But then I have to ask, who on earth am I comparing myself to, because this is not a simulation. I don't have to check boxes off to think I'm successful in life. I know from Twitter and stuff that others feel the same. I just hope it all subsides. It's not a race, it's not a whole who did the thing first. It's your life for a reason. Take it as fast or as slow as you like. What's that nerd quote you like again? Do or do not. There is no try. I like it. It makes sense. Let's just stay like this for a little bit longer.